ones in the bloopers, aren't they?
Probably.
Hey folks, welcome to the farm.
Start that over again. I wasn't recording. Yep.
Hey folks, welcome to the farm. It is July 5th. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Patrick, say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Man, it is muggy. My screen's fogging up.
All right, this is the first time we've done this. We are
Run that down that way it doesn't echo.
absolute amateurs.
Let me know.
See, he's implanting your opinion in your head so that you have to. That's how brainwashing works. You're not asking for an opinion. You're asking them to agree with you. Absolute meatloaf goodness right there.
The crazy thing to me is watch her cut this open.
Let's cut in this.
Oh.
Cut it open.
This is what I grew up with, is these two imbeciles.
I'm Anthony at the Fallen Border Crossing, and I can't get these goats and chickens off the trailer and into the canoe to get across the river.
Hey, folks! Hey, we got a guest host. So we got my grandson. He's going to start out for his father tonight. So this is little Rick's youngest child. That is Patrick. So he wanted to come up here today. His mother went to church, and he was pitching a fit because he was going to have to go to the nursery at church. So his father had to take care of business. So he's going to be our little guest host for the first few minutes.
Say hi.
Patrick,
Hi.
hey, Patrick, what's your name?
I'm Patrick.
What's your last name?
Robinson.
Robertson.
How old are you? How many? 2?
3. That's 5. All right, so do your all famous intro. Say, hey folks.
Hi, folks.
What are we doing?
We are doing this.
What's this called?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know? Say we're doing La La Farm. Say welcome, folks, to La La Farm.
Thank you, folks. Alala Farm.
All right. That's awesome, bud. All right. Can you have Daddy come in now?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, he's a hoot. So that's Patrick. That's my youngest grandchild. Might have another one. My daughter's trying to have another because they've got 2 girls, and my son-in-law is like really, really wanting a son. So I said, God forbid you have 3 little daughters, because they're very, very different. One of them is just very, very compassionate. One of them is very factually based. So he wants a boy. So let's see who's in here. We got 15 people in here. That is awesome. So everybody's coming in to see Ed, apparently, at Southern Life Homestead. Ed came in a little bit early. He didn't like his thumbnail that Lil Rick put together. And I told him he needs to send us his Chippendale retirement photo, and we'll get that hooked right up. Moving on. So we got Southern Life Homestead. We got Paula Wells in here. Paula Wells is one of our moderators. We've got Norseman Honey. I'm not sure if he was in. He was in a little bit early. If you guys haven't checked out Norseman Honey, make sure to do so. He dropped us a $10 super chat in Canadian. I'm not sure what that conversion rate is. So I hope he can stick around for a little bit. We got big family supper to take care of, says Norseman Honey. Well, take care of that family, brother. You got to do that first. So, you know, my family's very understanding that we do these lives on Wednesdays. So Lala doesn't work on Wednesdays in Jacksonville. So she kind of does supper for the family on Wednesdays. And as soon as I get home around 6 o'clock, they generally got it right on the table ready to roll so we can make this 7 o'clock deadline. So we got Simply Jan. Jan, how are you, my friend? Such a lovely lady. I got notification today that your shirts have shipped. So you should be getting them in the next few days. Kyle Randall. Well, Kyle, welcome. I'm not sure that we've seen you on a live before, but welcome to La La Farm if this is your first time. Really, really appreciate you dropping in. We got Nunya, Texas on the back 20. Welcome, Nunya. They've been on here, good friends of La La Farm. Our longtime buddy Michael Harris is in the house. And Michael's waiting with bated breath for our goats to stop or to start kidding. They should start dropping their kids around Christmas. We got notification last week from our. So when you mate goats, you basically mate them. These are all breeding stock goats, and so we've tested all of them, and all of them have come back pregnant. So Michael's waiting to see what we got in terms of stock. So we only sell off about the top third. The rest of them go to the butcher or into freezer camp on our place. Who else we got in here? We got Rustic Woodworking Family. Hey guys, hope everything is having a great evening. So that's Brandon. Brandon is the one that's the channel that did our flag for Life and More Reloaded for Angie over there. Did a fantastic job on that. Angie did a kind of a shout out video to Brandon. There's little Rick. Kind of reminds me of that.
Set up.
Huh?
I had to get my mic set up.
So what else we got here? Micro Farmer, welcome. And we got Gail's Southern Living. Gail is on deck. She's going to be on the live next week, Gail's Southern Living. So that ought to be fun. All right. So we got 20 people in here. Welcome. That is fantastic. So we've only got, we're confirmed for this week and the 2 more weeks for guest channels to come in. And I know that there's some folks on here that are not at the 1,000 subs yet. And I'd love to have you on here as a guest. So just shoot me a farmer or a farmer. I'm looking as I'm saying that, I'm looking at Micro Farmer, who just welcomed in Southern Life Homestead. So if you're not on here, or if you're under 1,000, you want to come on and be a guest, I would love to have that. Just shoot me an email saying that you're interested. That would be fantastic. All right, so let's get rolling on this. We're going to bring Southern Life Homestead in about 4 or 5 minutes or so, if Rick can get him in. So Ed, if you can hit that link that I sent you, put you on deck in the green room. I guess it would be the La La Farm green room. So we got a good announcement this week from Walsh Farms. Now I'm not sure. I haven't seen Tony in here yet, but Tony's a very, very good friend of our channel, family friend that we've met through YouTube. We've kind of grew that relationship since we started our respective channels. But I know I announced last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, that Tony was doing this giveaway.
It was last week.
Was it last week? So Walsh Farms has Tony's son and the family have started a farming operation where they do mainly cotton and peanuts. So Tony did a giveaway where you had to take, I think it was 2 half-gallon or half-gallon jars, and he filled 2 of them with peanuts and 2 of them with pecans. And you had to guess how many peanuts and how many pecans were in one of the 2 jars. So we actually won the peanuts. So we guessed 360 or we guessed 350. You couldn't go over with your guess, and there was 364 between the two jars. So we won a $25 gift certificate from Walsh Farm. So I want to say, Tony, thank you so much. If you're not a friend of Walsh Farms, go over and check him out. You will not be disappointed. Great guy, very down to earth. And I love his Farm Truck Friday series that he does. And here's my disclaimer. So when I was going through, when I saw this giveaway from Walsh Farms, I'm a very, as you can see from some of our other videos, like the experiment series and our goat performance data, I'm a numbers guy. So when Tony put out that giveaway, I'm looking at the jars, one's pecan, one's peanuts, and I'm thinking I can figure this out. So what I did is I enlarged the screen and I counted how many peanuts, how many rows in each jar, and then I estimated how many peanuts would fit in the bottom of that half-gallon canning jar, and then multiplied it. So I come up with a guess that was pretty accurate. But I was way off with the pecans. So it worked on one, didn't work with the other. So now we got Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Lori's World is in the house. We got Highland Homestead. Eva, welcome, my friend. So Lori's World. Lori, I've got to make a confession to you. I had a soup recipe in the can, and I was pretty proud of it. And it was going to be going live this week. And I was doing it without the assistance of my technical expert, and there was no audio on the recording. So I did 5 videos last weekend, and not a single one of them had any audio on it. So after I stopped kicking things out of frustration.
He was mad. He was mad. There's no sugarcoating it. I
was pretty upset. So I wasted all of my Saturday doing 5 videos, and none of them had any audio on them. So
if there is one thing I know you hate, is wasting your time.
I hate wasting my time and doing things twice.
Yeah. So it's one of those as soon as this is actually the short story, because we got to get to Ed. He's waiting. He's down in the penalty box right now. But the funny thing is I found this out. I got all of the there's a small echo. I don't know who that's coming from. I think that's out of your mic. But so I found out that his videos did not have audio, and I took this issue to Lala and told Lala, "Hey, listen, Dad's videos don't have any audio whatsoever."
Hey, Sweet Pea, welcome.
And she looked at me like she felt bad for me about to have to tell him. So I was hoping that with me telling my mom, she would tell Dad, and that didn't happen. I ended up having to break the news to him, and like I said, for the fear of not having a monetized video, he was irritated. So
Sweet Pea Farm, welcome. I got on the last 4 or 5 minutes of your video, so I appreciate you kind of pushing folks over here to our live stream. Sweet Pea Farm just they do their live on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7. So if you can, check them out. Sweet Pea, I'd love to get on your live earlier, but I don't get even home from work until about 6:15, and then I got to eat. So during that time that I was on there a little bit earlier tonight, I was just waiting for dinner, so I could spend a few minutes on there. But thank you for pushing folks over. Boots and Bonnets with Chris and Christy, welcome. Saw your video this week, Christy, and happy your mom's doing better. That's fantastic news. So let's go ahead and get Ed in here. This ought to be fun, but before I do that, so he's got his Navy hat on, and I don't know. I know you guys have seen me before, but I collect kind of Navy hats. So last time I had my NAS Whidbey Island, which is up in Washington, hat on, and I was hoping that Real Life with Tony and Leanne would be in here tonight, because Tony was stationed at NAS Lemoore in Central California, Central Southern California. And so was my daughter stationed out there. So I wore this in honor of Real Life with Tony and Leanne. And I've got many more. So I'm going to wear a different military hat each week out of my collection. I got lots of them. So, all right. So without further ado, we have Mr. Chippendale himself.
Whatever. Whatever.
You don't like the photo I dragged off your YouTube channel. You can send me something interesting.
I did send you guys a picture.
Did you?
Yes.
All right. I'll go back through that.
I'm gonna have to double check. I don't know if I believe you.
I'll go back through
I
my
can show you in
email.
the text message.
We'll have to change it.
Did you send to him a text? Say you sent it to Little Rick, not me.
All it said was Rick.
Probably
Hold
to
on.
him.
I'll look right now.
No, you don't have to worry. Just say it's Little Rick. You don't have to check.
No.
It's his fault.
Blame it on me.
It just says
All right.
Rick, and
All right,
that
we
would
got-
be you.
All right. Well, I did not give that to him then.
No, you did not, because see, it's right. Oops, hold on. Right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, that's better than the one that's up there. I'll grant you that.
Exactly.
It'll be changed.
All right. Who else we got in here? We got.
Hello, everybody.
So this is Ed from Southern Life Homestead, and Ed has been around Nunya, Texas. Why aren't you wearing your La La shirt?
Well, because I was over at his house
Oh, okay. All right.
most of the
All right.
day, and I got to support the shirt.
Well,
I think Nunya paid him more to wear their shirt.
well,
I didn't even see him today.
I will give you a pass since Nunya's in here, and we can promote that channel. So Nunya's a supporter of La La Farm. He's in here tonight. Thank you. So
How many
go over and
videos
check
do
out.
I have to wear your shirt for?
Huh?
I mean, I wore your shirt on 2 different videos.
I'm only pulling your leg. And he actually took his jacket off and pulled up his shirt to show you where it. So that's awesome.
Yep.
Ed has become a good friend to La La Farm. Since he started his channel, very, very active, supporting us, and I've learned a lot about what he's doing, and it's I enjoy watching his videos. It's at times I've sensed a little bit of frustration, at other times some jubilation. So hopefully we're going to see Ed a long time, and we're going to continue to see his channel kind of growing. So I went on to your channel a little bit today, Ed, and it looks like you posted your first video on August 4th of this year, right?
Right.
Okay. What made you?
Up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because I looked at all the videos and I reversed ordered them, and you were walking around a truck stop doing an intro video. So give us the backstory to that.
Well, I got on YouTube and I've just been watching some, videos and all that. And it was Kinfolk Farms of Georgia was doing a live, and I went in there and I just said hello, introduced myself. And at that time I was just using my regular, my name. And Miss Paula Wells, after probably 3 weeks, said that I should, because I told them I was thinking about doing a YouTube channel, and they said, go for it. And Paula actually convinced me to do it. I was getting ready to retire from being over the road, and I got the opportunity of having 5 acres of property. So I took it, and I was in Virginia. I made that intro video standing behind my truck and trailer, and it's, that's how it's been going so far.
Here's my one bit of so every young man when he's growing up, there's certain things that he wants to do when he grows up, and mine, quite honestly, all I wanted to be from the time that I could remember, was a truck driver. From the time I was 7 or 8 years old until the time I graduated from high school, I wanted to be a truck driver. And, you know, things just didn't work out. I went into the military and never drove a truck. I still want to drive a truck. I thought that would be a really cool, you know, I grew up in the era of Smokey the Bandit and BJ and the Bear. So who didn't want to be a truck driver?
Exactly. And I was for 14 years.
So what made you jump into, other than the encouragement of Paula Wells, and how'd you get over that obstacle of, you know, what in the world do I have that people are going to be interested in? You know, what made you kind of bite the bullet? I shouldn't say the word bullet on here, I don't think. What made you turn that corner and start your own channel?
Something different. I was going to wanted to document my life for my grandchildren, my kids, and what other way of doing it is to do it on YouTube.
You know, there's a lot of people that get into YouTube for that reason, to kind of document their family history. And you know, that's not something that I really, you know, was ever really on our radar in terms of, you know, this is why we're going to do this. We just wanted to kind of join the community and kind of learn from others, teach others as we have learned from others. And it's a fun ride. You know, documenting it it's been more of an experience for our family in particular. You know, the folks that were on here when we first came on, little Patrick, who is little Rick's youngest kid, started out the live tonight. And, you know, it's hilarious. I was sitting up at my desk last night upstairs, and I hear Patrick downstairs, and he's just walking around the house. Hey folks, welcome to La La Farm. Just doing these introductions, one after another. Kind of got old, but it really kind of brought home the impact that this little piece of farm that we have and this YouTube family that we're building has had on our grandkids. It's a cool thing.
That's cool.
So how many grandkids you got?
I have 9.
Holy mackerel. You know what causes that, right?
Yeah, my kids.
Are they in Texas as well?
2 of them live in Texas, and 1 lives in New York.
Okay. Where at New York?
Over by Glens Falls or Albany.
Oh, okay. The other side. I grew up in Western New York. All right. So let me see here. So if you were to describe your channel, Ed, how would you best describe what your channel is about to folks? If they don't know anything about you and they're seeing your handsome face for the first time tonight, what would you tell them that, you know, this is what separates my channel from the others?
My opinion is this was a piece of property that was a disaster when I got here. It's basically a brand new canvas. I've had to clear it. It looks 100 times better than it did when I first got here.
I remember the first videos that you had posted kind of just showing around the property, and I would agree. You've done a lot already.
Right. And, you know, for someone that's never raised their own animals and is going to do it one way or another, if it kills me or not, from someone from a major city, because I'm originally from California.
Mm-hmm.
I was born there, to come out to the country and actually raise chickens, pigs, you know, goats, rabbits, and then process them to have them. I think it's pretty unique, because a lot of city people, they can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was going to be easy when I first started out. I'm like, it's a piece of cake. I've cleaned property before. This has been a nightmare, but it's getting there.
Now I know with I think it was either the last video or the video before that, it was you putting together the beehive.
Yes, I'm going to actually, I've been watching Castle Hives, and
that's a really informative channel if you guys haven't checked it out.
Right. So I'm allergic to bees.
Mm-hmm.
So why not have a bee, you know, a beehive? Why not? Was it going to hurt? I'm going to get the suit that you got to wear,
Yeah.
but I think it'd be interesting having my own honey.
Well, I can tell you that we had the beehive on a lower piece of the property, and we did not maintain them, but it was a very strong colony, and it had been probably like a month and a half, 2 months since we had touched it. And me and Papa got a little overzealous. Thank God that day I was actually filming and did not get too close to the hive, but Papa got tore up and went for probably the longest run that he's taken in a really long time because they got with inside his bee suit.
Well, that wasn't, here's what happened. I got cocky with these bees. And one thing I've learned with beekeeping is that bees sense fear. So if you're kind of nervous and anxious around them, they can sense those pheromones, I believe. Because when I'm really calm and you're moving slowly and you're not taking them for granted, you can have them land on your hand and they won't sting you. But on this particular day, I thought I was going to get really cocky. And, so I went out there and all I had was my hood on. I didn't have my bee suit on. I just had a hood on. I had long sleeve on, and the bees ended up coming up under the neck here. And I think, the best count that I could have was about 60 stings, from my scalp, the top of my head, all the way down to around my neckline. It hurt. And so down under Farm and Forge, as Darren says, Rick can run. Buddy, you ain't kidding. I can run. I was a sprinter in high school, but now at 290 pounds and 53 years old, those sprinting days are long.
I think he meant that as a question, like Rick can run.
I don't
think he was saying that.
I thought it was like a statement,
run.
Forrest Gump statement. No, I can't run, Darren. And that's what made it so funny is that, and here's another thing that I learned about bees, is that here's the other thing I learned about bees is that you can run, but they're going to chase you. and you are not going to outrun them. Eventually, they will not perceive you as a threat. But literally, I ran from where the beehives were down the entire back fence of our goat pasture, and I turned the corner, and I was literally, now this is 5 acres, this goat pen is, and I was on the opposite corner from where these beehives are located before they stopped coming at me. So now I wear my hood with my jacket, and I respect the bees. That's my new mantra for beekeeping is respect the bees. So
yeah. So that's going to be interesting to figure out how to do all that and get the bees for next year. Everybody knows I've got the 6 chicks and they're right over there. And so I can finish up this.
You're talking about birds, right?
Yeah, the little chicks. Yeah, right. But big changes, but I am having big changes on this channel. Some people may like it. Some people may not. But next Wednesday, I was fortunate enough to someone gave me one little bitty baby pig that I got a bottle feed. I'm going to try to get another one so it can have a little friend to play with. So that's going to be in an upcoming video of how to do that and raise pigs. But there's other changes going to be made, and it's going to be very fun and very interesting. It makes me very happy.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to watching more of what your channel puts out. You're a funny guy.
Right. Oh, well, as soon as I can get everything done that I got to get done for these chickens and the pig, I'm going to start working on a extension off of one of my storage buildings, so I can start doing my woodworking also. To throw in cool. On this channel.
That'll be a pretty cool little thing you can implement in the channel.
See, that's been my long-term, I used to do a lot of woodworking when I was very young, before I become a business owner. People, say business owner, they make so much money, they do this, they do that. Well, you know what? I haven't done what I really love doing in 2 decades because I'm a business owner and you're the chief cook and bottle washer. And if you want it done, you almost got to do it yourself.
Right.
So, that's one commitment that I have made to me, that over the next 2 years, I'm going to be moving my office. I'm closing down the physical structure. I'm going to be moving back home. And so I've got more time to do those kinds of things. Right there is woodworking. I've got a shop that I don't have time to even do anything in there. So I admire that in you, Ed. So that's awesome.
Well, yeah, thank you. And you got to think about it, though. A lot of homesteaders, they're doing woodworking as it is, because they're building some kind of a structure. I'm just going to do it with a little twist. I'm going to be throwing resins and epoxy and all that stuff into it. So the stuff that my animals are going to be around is going to look pretty cool.
Right. That's awesome. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, is more of the fine woodworking stuff. I mean, I'm always building. I was watching, I rolled Paula Well's playlist today and just watched that, listened to it while I was at work. And I fell in love with her greenhouse. And so we got chatting back and forth a little bit, and that's in the process of building a greenhouse now. So hopefully that'll be done in the next couple of weeks. But it's all part of a bigger plan. So I'm always constantly building something. So I can appreciate your pain, brother.
Right, but like in my video of the drone, you seen that big pile of wood? Thanks, Darren.
See, Darren, it's like the world is a big pot of soup, and Darren just sits there and stirs it. He's just stirring things up.
Yes, he does. But like the chicken coop, I didn't have to buy any wood for it. That's a reclaimed chicken coop to turn into a chicken coop. But I'm also going to use some of that material to work on my greenhouse, which is going to be 20 by 26.
That's a good sized greenhouse.
Yeah, because it does get cold here in Texas. It was down to 25 degrees yesterday morning. So, yeah.
Well, you see me, we're in Northeast Florida. This is my one of 2 sweaters that I own. And it was 26 this morning, Rick.
Yes, it was 26.
It was 26 when I got up this morning. It was cold.
It was freaking freezing.
So,
like literally, I don't like the cold. Usually like 300-pound fellas enjoy the cold because you think you got more fat. And no. I like spring and fall. I don't like it hot. Don't like it cold. So you were talking about the chicken coop. Micro Farmer had asked earlier in the comments how your coop was coming along. I mean, are you finished with that coop? All right, never mind. Tell us where you're at.
I've got to put the roof on, which I've got the tin out there. I've got to put some bracing around the 3 sides of it. I'm going to cover off the whole back wall in wood, and then put the fencing up. And I had a nice comment on one of my videos by a nice guy from Florida. To put chicken wire down around it, which I plan on doing, but I'm also going to put the brick or the blocks and bricks, whatever I have left, down next to it, and I'm burying it down in the ground, probably about a foot. So they'll have one heck of a time trying to dig underneath it.
Yeah, that was my comment, and that's why, is because if there's one single element to our chicken coop that I think we did really, really well, is that wire, because it basically goes out 3 foot across the ground all the way around our coop. So nothing over the size of a rat can really can dig through or under that wall. And then on top of that, at some place, then I put the 1/4-inch hardware cloth around the outside. So, it looked awesome. That's going to be a great coop. My only point was, make sure that you put some kind of protection around on the ground, because, animals are, had it not been for that, we would have lost probably every chicken in there over the period of 3 years, mainly due to domestic dogs trying to dig into that coop.
Right. And we got a couple small dogs here. I don't know what kind of predators I actually have on here, since I do live right next to a major U.S. highway. So maybe a lot of dead rodents on the highway if they keep trying to come over here, trying to run across that. But I was planning on putting that down. Plus, Nunya on the back 20, he gave me 2 rolls of wire, and it's also got the small chicken wire part down at the bottom already attached to it.
Oh, that's
so that's
cool.
going to help out a lot.
See, Nunya, that's where you got your chickens, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was watching that video. That's cool. So we got some other folks in here. So we got Tony Walsh in here from Walsh Farms. Tony's the one that did the giveaway that I was talking about earlier. So go check Tony out. We got Will It Grow in here. Little Frenchie in Big Texas. Man, we got a bunch of new folks in here this week. That's awesome.
That's
I think
Nunya's wife.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think I'm assuming I'm reading this correctly. Lone Star Pioneering said, "I shared the heck out of this. Hopefully it will grow big." I'm assuming she's talking, or they're talking about this live. That would be cool. So
that would be cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah, while you guys are here, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. That definitely helps with the with YouTube pushing out the video in front of more folks.
Yeah, if you can share it out, that would be awesome. If you like the content, if you can share it out, that would be awesome.
Hey, I finally made it over 200.
I know. I saw that today. Congratulations, man.
Yeah. It was funny last night watching it. It was at 207. Wake up this morning, just curious, 202. I'm like, hey, it's still over 200.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't understand how that algorithm works, but you know, the one thing I talked about it last week, and just to reiterate, I mean, if I was not a fan of these shorts, and I don't know if everyone on here is using these shorts, I don't know how much value there is, say for a really large channel, but if you are trying to grow the subs, then if you can. You know, I was watching a live the other day, and Farmstead Smith said it best, very simply stated, which is cute sells. So if you can find a topic that is cute, an animal, ideally, of them doing something, it will gain a lot of traction if it's a good piece of video. So far, we've done 4 of them. And all of them are over 500. And total on those, we've probably picked up close to 30 subs between those 4 shorts, and somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 hours of watch time on a 30-second video.
Right. I don't know. I think I only got like 40 on my short. 40.
Well, it takes time, and
right.
A thumbnail, a good thumbnail, if you can screen grab a little segment that's not blurred, that's clear, and use that as your thumbnail, and it really kind of draws some interest, and that's worked really, really well.
I'm still trying to learn how to edit. You're now talking about thumbnails.
Well, but this is just basically screen capturing a slice of the video that's going to best represent what it is, and then put that in as your thumbnail for that short. Because
you can actually do that when you go into when you've actually posted your short or posted the video, go to the edit video, and then it gives you, I think it gives you what, 2 thumbnails to actually choose from that YouTube pulls out of your video. You can click one of those and it'll give a full size instead of giving that vertical image.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the key with shorts, and Papa said it correctly. It takes time, and with like I said, Papa saying at the very beginning of the video that he's like a numbers guy, and he's scientifically statistic, and he likes that kind of stuff. But it takes, I don't know. It's like I was playing with whenever I was playing with MB's beard last week. No, so it takes like 3 days. You don't have Ed, come here, Ed.
No, that's okay. Rick,
let him play with your beard.
Big Rick, now I see why you got gray hair.
But it takes like 3 days for those shorts to really hit, and then the videos that the videos that have a high shorts boost from YouTube, it takes like 3.5 days, and literally within an hour, you'll see your analytics go from whatever your channel is, whether it be like, you normally get like 30 hits or 40 hits or 50 hits within the first 3 days. I mean, that would be a really small video. YouTube will boost it at like 3.5 days if by chance it picks your video to boost. And 2 of our videos, especially the ones with Hazel and the Evil Water Bowl, they went from like 60 or 70 views to 3,000 plus views within 1 hour.
One of them did it in 30 minutes. Between 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning, it went from 70 to 2,900 in 30 minutes. And from that, we ended up getting 13 subs from that in a 30-minute window. Now, Simply Jan Homestead, I personally hate the shorts. I wouldn't disagree with you. And I was a skeptic at first, but done well and done correctly, not just a video splashed up there for the sake of video that's not going to capture attention. That's the key. Is it's got to be something that people find interesting, that people will look at and say, "Oh, that's funny," or chuckle at it or laugh. So they work if you really are selective with what you put up. So
cool. Yeah, I have 96 views on that in 6 days, so I'm happy with it. That was the first one I did, and it was just a spare of the moment thing to do a short, and I threw it up there, and everybody goes, "Nice shirt," because it said Lala Farms.
The one thing that we've kind of been doing, and it's not that we've discussed that this is the way we should do it, it's just kind of the way it's been happening. But hey, by the way, Dad, we should keep doing this. Is we're not posting a short every single day. We're not posting multiple shorts every single day. We're spacing them out like 2 or 3 days at a time. That way, the previous video has time to, I guess, go viral, which it's not going viral, but it's getting boosted by YouTube. And so every 2 or 3 days, you'll actually see our analytics spike. And that's from the shorts and the amount of views that it gets in 1 day. Like I said, I mean, none of our other videos perform like the shorts do. But it's cool to bring people into your channel. Right. So you can definitely use it as a tool on a smaller channel like, Lala Farm or Southern Life. Yeah,
Copper Kettle Farm says shorts are definitely worth it. A lot of channels are getting some decent hour boost with it. No, you're absolutely correct. That's what I was saying. We get, there's 2 of our videos have gotten 3,000 hits each, but the hour watch time on just those 2 30-second videos is 50 plus hours. So if you're still looking for those 3,000 hours in your first 12 months, that's a tool that's in your toolbox that you can definitely use to build those hours up with minimal amount of effort. I mean, total between both of those videos, 6,000 views and over 50 hours, total is about 1 minute of video, unedited video at that.
Nice.
So
I just have to learn and figure out what to do with shorts. I mean, what to actually, I guess when I get like the chickens out in the coop, I could do that. When I get my pig here next week, and other changes, I'm making a big video of what's going to happen with my life and this property. And hopefully everybody sticks around.
So Petway says, Big Rick, go read your text about my short. Okay to share. Unbelievable. I didn't get a text. Oh, there I get it. Never mind.
See, Ed, it's not only you, buddy. It's not only you. Don't feel bad. I can text him and he won't. We went to Orlando for Thanksgiving with Chelsea's mom and dad and her sister and all that. And I texted him on Thanksgiving, and it took him, I think, Friday afternoon before he said, "Thanks, bud. Be safe."
I am not a technology fan. I would much rather be outside doing things than sitting in front of a computer or playing on my cell phone.
Yeah, well, little Rick, it's just like I sent him that picture that you were supposed to get. Obviously, he didn't see it.
Oh, quit whining. I'll send it to him.
Whatever.
I'm gonna make a shirt.
We know who all that
I'm gonna
came
make a
from.
shirt. I'm gonna make a shirt for Southern Life Homestead that just says whatever. It's gonna go all the way across the t-shirt.
Paula Wells saying, is the mic on your headphone turned on? Because I don't even have, only mic I have is that snowball mic. Talking to you, Rick.
The issue, no, the mic on this is not on. It's all on the Yeti. The issue is, and the reason why there is an echo. Paula's like a freaking brilliant moderator.
I know.
Like, she's amazing. She is the holy grail of moderators.
With that said, all of our moderators do an excellent job.
Yes. We just
Really?
pay
She's
Paula.
telling me
We
not
just
to
pay
talk.
Paula a lot more. No, so the thing is I have a really, really nice Yeti blue microphone. Papa has the snowball mic, and so the echo is actually coming from his mic. So that's what the echo is. It's not my microphone. It's me talking into mine, and my dad's microphone also picking it up. We have to social distance during Corona.
I don't think that's the case because it's the same every week.
Watch. Hey guys.
I can hear him.
My mic was just muted. I was talking into yours, Dad.
No. All right. Pay me, Rick the Lullaby. you got a shirt coming, Jan. All right. Well, never answered my question, Evan. If you use three words to describe your channel, what would those 3 words go, or what would those 3 words be? And we'll close on that.
Different, unique, and creative.
Different, unique, and creative. Polar opposites. Wow, that's very philosophical. Different and unique, or different. Okay.
Different and unique.
Well, I guess those are the same words.
Similar.
Those are synonymous.
What are you talking about? Polar opposites.
That's the same. You can't use the same word. That's like saying handsome, beautiful, and attractive.
I would.
Well, okay.
I think you're all 3 of those, Ed.
Thank you, little Rick. At least someone appreciates it.
I appreciate you, Ed.
Even though you wouldn't let me play with your goatee. All right. So anyway. Oh Lord. Make sure you guys head over to Southern Life Homestead. Hit that subscribe button. Help his channel grow. While you're over there, ring that little notification bell. And leave him some love. Ridge Life said it last night, and it's very, very true. If you just go over and you subscribe to someone's channel, a lot of the time, I'm going to mute Dad. A lot of the time, what ends up happening is you will subscribe to someone's channel, and YouTube will not see that. YouTube will see it as a fake, a fake subscribe, and they will get rid of that subscriber if you don't leave some love. You don't leave some leave a comment. So.
All right. Well, Ed's pleasure, sir. And I hope you get some traction off of this. It's great to put you on the live here and hopefully introduce you to the rest of the world. So,
And I appreciate it, guys, very much.
Over and check out Ed. Any closing comments, sir?
I've got something coming for you, Big Rick. I'll take a picture of it. It's just got to be cleaned up. So you need to move some stuff off your back wall.
All right. Awesome.
And that's about it. I appreciate you guys letting me on your channel, and we'll keep showing you guys the love always.
All right, bud. Take care. All right. So I
have a quick question.
Yeah.
Before we move any further, whenever I muted Papa's mic, did that help with the audio? Paula? So, what were you saying, Dad?
I just wanted to say thanks to our moderators that are in here. So Highland Homestead, Paula Wells, Petway Family Farmstead, and Walsh Farms. Thank you so much for, they do the lion's share of the work. I didn't appreciate this when we first started doing our lives. It is really difficult to talk, to read comments and respond to comments and still maintain good eye contact with folks on the camera. That's a really difficult task. So, we were fortunate to have some great folks that are friends of La La Farm to help out with that task, and it's made a world of difference in allowing us to kind of focus on the live and let them kind of drop the links and things like that. And I think it's made a huge difference because folks within the live now are getting the recognition and getting their links dropped so that other people can get over there and see them. We were really missing out on that, I think, with the folks that would come in and visit, but they weren't getting, we were missing them because, the comments are scrolling way too fast, or in particular, they weren't getting those links dropped so people can get in touch with them. So I'm very, very thankful to our moderators that are helping with that and just kind of keeping things on the tracks, if you will. Makes a world of difference.
What I've been trying to do is
we like the royalty checks, Tony says. I gave you some. So you were probably off gallivanting doing something when we started this, Tony, and I gave you some shout out. Go over there, but I gave them the scientific background for why I won the peanut giveaway and how I calculated. It was actually calculated of how many peanuts were in there, and I wasn't too far off. I missed the pecans apparently by a long shot. So
that's the shape of them. It's the shape.
He said there wasn't a whole lot of air in there.
Yeah. One thing that I've been trying to do, and we don't want to do an hour of live, and the entire time while we're doing that, I'm gonna mute you again, Dad. The entire time we're doing that hour worth of live, to just stay in the paper. What we would like to do is go ahead and help you guys grow, give you a shout out, get your name out there. Papa said it in the past, we're not a massive channel by any means. But what we do lack in size, I think we definitely make up for in loyalty, to our followers and to our subs. And so what I've been doing is whenever you goes, that's my main job in this live, is just to monitor the comments and then do all this doohickey stuff right here. And so when you guys say, hey, everybody, those are the comments, or hey, guys, those are the comments that are actually going to end up getting pinned like such. And so if you guys want a short shout out, I told Papa earlier to try to stop typing, while we're doing our interview. But if you guys really want to shout out and get on the screen, and it'll be there even after we upload the video to YouTube and the live is over. Definitely go ahead and show some love to everybody in the comment section, and then I will pin like such. So
Trucking, thank you for coming in. I think this might be your first live in here. I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you.
Yeah, I was quick on that. I saw it, Ralph's Trucking. I was like, get it.
If the mods haven't dropped all the links for folks here, if you can try to do that, that would be awesome. So we did our shout out. We're done with that. And again, there's a lot of channels in here that I know have not met that 1,000 that 1,000 sub mark. And if you want to come on and be a guest, I would love to have you. Just shoot me an email. It's lala@thelalafarm.com. And we'll put you on the calendar. Just let me know. We want to support those that support us first. I've gotten inquiries from people that want to come on our live, but frankly, number one, they've never been on a live as a guest or as a visitor, and they've never left a comment even on one of our videos. They're just kind of trollers looking for free promotion. I want to support those who support us first. So
they're one of those that like hop into the live and then they say one comment in hopes that the person doing the live will say their name, and then they leave as soon as they've been recognized. And that's not really, I mean, it's cool. I mean, we'll still give you a shout out from the comments, but as far as getting you on and doing a live and sharing you with our subscribers.
Yeah, I was on Ridge Life's live last night, and Tim, I was impressed with how he handled it, because there was folks on there just wanting a shout out, and he stopped it and said, I'm here. We're going to roll these videos as that Watch and Grow live is set up to do. But don't ask me repeatedly to give you a shout out simply because you're on my live. I want to shout out people that I know their channels, that I'm familiar with their channels, that I'm familiar with the content. He went so far as to say, that's like bad etiquette. That's really rude to do that. And I don't disagree with that. I think that's a great point. We want to support folks. We're not
going to fire you down under Farm and Forge. He's I think he's poking the bear.
LOL. Rick wishes I'd leave. I don't wish you would leave, because
you're fired.
I told you I want to hire you when you're not so darn busy. It's up to you to contact me, and you got a sale in the wings. Darren's going to make me this. I can't say what I want to, because that would be a borderline cuss word, but he's going to make this bad boy knife for me that I've picked out. It was funny.
Yes,
he said, "Show me the knife that you would like to have me make." So I just went on. I asked Mr. Google, look at different types of knives, and I picked one, and I sent him this picture, and I get back this text from Darren at Down Under Farm and Forge that's like, LOL, that knife is made out of junk metal or whatever he said. And it's like, so he's like, I'm really looking forward to this knife he's going to make me. But he said he's going to be in touch with me. So I'm awaiting to hear from you, brother.
So Silhouette Park Farm. Just because you have 1,000 does not necessarily mean that we cannot join up in a live. All that means is that we're not necessarily going to do the get to know them segment, because we've designated that get to know them segment for 1,000 or less. But we'd love to have you on the live. We'd love to be on your live. That would be cool. So,
I've loved, Tim at Ridge Life. If you're not a sub of Ridge Life, I think most people on here are. Tim just does a great job promoting smaller channels, and he come up with this Watch and Grow kind of approach where he just plays videos on Tuesday nights, and he's really been effectively growing that. He's done a really good job with that. I've contemplated doing something like that, but I don't want to steal that thunder. That's something that he's come up with. So we do this Watch and Grow segment, and at first we were going to limit it to just 15 minutes, and that just doesn't work, because it really, like MB Heritage, they were on here for almost the full hour last week. We love it. I mean, it's really allowed us to really kind of get to learn a lot about folks. But Silhouette Park Farm, Adam and Nettie down
here.
Huh?
I said Tim's in here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, hey Tim, how are you, buddy? So I'm singing your praises.
We were just bragging about you.
Yeah, we're just bragging about you. And so Adam and Nettie, that what they just said is absolutely spot on. I mean, I want larger channels in here so that they can kind of be introduced to these smaller channels, and this is all about networking. And the more that we can network as a community, the more that we can grow as a community and support each other. I've said this before on one of our very first lives that I'm self-employed. I've been self-employed for 25 years, and it's a very competitive market that I work in. So that's kind of the theory that I brought to Facebook when we started the channel. And I learned very, very quickly that you cannot grow a YouTube channel by being competitive, because you're a goldfish in the ocean, in terms of how big even 1,000, 2,000, even a 50 or 100,000 channel is. You're nothing in the big scheme of things. But within your little communities, you're a bigger fish of fish. I kind of laughed. Tony Walsh made a comment on his announcement video when he was saying who the winners were for the pecans and the peanuts. And he said, Rick's getting to be a big fish in the little pond. It made me laugh, because I don't think of us as being a big fish in the pond. I mean, we've gotten 1,500 subscribers, and we've really accumulated that over the past 9 months. But, in the big scheme of things, that's nothing.
I blame it on Patrick. I think we have 1,500 subscribers because Patrick's so darn cute.
No, I would care to differ.
Just don't tell him that.
So
Don't tell him that.
hopefully some of you can make the next Oklahoma meetup in Pryor this spring. Tim, I would have loved to have come out there. That's a good little drive out to Oklahoma. I would have loved to come out there, and if it weren't for, this whole year has been screwed up for many, 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 many reasons, work being one of them. Southern Boy Prepper, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Got my shirt. Love it. Thank you. So, yeah, we finally figured this shirt thing out, I think. We're on Teespring now, and things are happening much, much smoother than they have in the past. So I'm glad you got your shirt. What else we got here? So we got, I think I said this earlier, we got the upcoming Get to Know 'em segments. Next week, we're going to have Gail's Southern Living on here. I love Gail's channel, and I think Gail is on here. And Gail, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm seeing Gail floating around now. So I think Gail is now operating 2 channels: Gail's Southern Living and Gail's Coupon Queen, or something like that. But she's going to be on here representing Gail's Southern Living. She was one of the contestants in the Meatloaf Wars, and she's reached out to me, so we're going to have her on here. And then the week after that, this ought to be a fun week, is Craig's Family Homestead. This is a family with lots of kids, and I'm really looking forward to that as well.
I have to do a wide angle.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And
Jules Small Gardening, do y'all like Teespring? Yes. Short answer is yes. Long answer is we haven't been there long enough to really say we love it. But we've had some people that have definitely shown some support on there. It definitely relieves me having to orchestrate with our local vendor for t-shirts, and it's a big relief on Papa, because Papa does not now have to run down packing slips and get bags and take it to the post office, and so it's good for that kind of stuff.
Right. For Jules, I don't know yet would be my answer to that question, and the reason I say that is, as soon as our store went live, literally the next 1 minute, I actually ordered a shirt myself to come to me for no other reason than I wanted to feel the experience of getting the shirt. The process for buying a shirt is really, really easy. The the processing for the credit card is very fluid, and I'm not happy yet with how supposed to ship in 3 to 5 days, and it's been 6 days since I ordered it, and I still have not had it shipped. And then when I get it, then I'll be able to evaluate the product. They say that their products are good quality, like Gildan, I think is the name. But we'll see. If it is a Gildan shirt, then I'll be probably happy with that. I'll give everybody an update once I get my shirt. There's some others on here. Jan's got her shirt that went out today. So Jan, if you could give me some feedback when you get that, you'll probably get yours before we get ours. And tell me if you like the shirt or not. Not necessarily the design. The designs are all the same. I'm looking more at the quality of the production, the printing, and all of that. Because if we get an okay with that, then I'll let everybody know next week and kind of give you a double thumbs up. But right now, I just don't know. It's too early.
John says it's Gildan and they are great.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's what all of ours now that we get when
I don't know if we can take John's word for it.
I'll take John's word for it. He's not singing. He's not singing, and there's no qualification comment before it. So I'll accept John's input. If he said something,
maybe if we accept it, he won't suspend us.
So it's yet to be seen. But I spent some time today on a channel, just kind of perusing it on Paula Wells' channel, and looking at her greenhouse. And I hope that Tony Walsh is still on here, because So Tony Walsh, we talked a little bit about this right at the beginning. Tony Walsh's channel, his family is peanut and cotton farming, and I've watched all of these really incredible videos that Tony puts out regarding these gigantic pieces of industrial equipment. Most recently, harvesting peanuts. So they take these gigantic pieces of equipment. Rick, you're a smart man. Win the bat, or what is it? Choose your battles wisely. So lose the battles, win the war. That's my thought process, John. So Tony's done these videos of processing and harvesting peanuts and the different equipments that's used in that. And despite all of this amazing equipment that Tony has shown on his videos that I've been really kind of enamored with, really loved watching, never in all of those videos and all of those minutes of watch time on Tony's channel did I ever get the thought in my head that I think I would like to grow a peanut. Never happened. So I'm at work today, and I'm sitting there on Wednesdays. I can actually listen while I'm working because there's nobody else in the office that can hear my speakers. And I'm rolling Paula Wells's channel, and she does this 2 or 3 video series on peanuts, and she's growing them in 2 containers. Now, on Tony Walsh's, there's acres upon acres, hundreds of acres, it looks like, of peanuts. And in Paula's case, she's got 2 buckets with peanuts in it. So here's my epiphany. I'm growing peanuts this year. That's going to be one of my first crops is peanuts. And why peanuts? Because peanuts are crazy expensive. If you were to buy raw peanuts, retail, or even at a farmer's market, you pay a lot of money for those peanuts. So I'm going to grow my own. So thank you, Paula, for the epiphany that you have brought me that I can grow a peanut. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. We talked about that. Let's do a giveaway. All right.
Let's do a giveaway.
So this is for a $10 Amazon gift card or the shirt of your choice on our Teespring. So you can now actually go look at the shirts and see the ones that we're offering. Then you just need to email me and tell me the design, or I will email you and you just respond. So here's what I usually tell people if they want to, when they win things, to email me. I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm going to email you. So make sure that you've got your email available in your About tab on your page so that I can email you first. Again, this is one of those things that I learned from Tim over at Ridge Life, is that I always wondered, why does he not allow someone to communicate with him when they win something? And it's because he's been, he's had folks trying to reach out to him after he's had a live and give something away, with people trying to claim that prize that weren't really the winner. So I need to contact you. So, if you win tonight, go on to our Teespring store. Rick, can you share that link? And then tell me what shirt you want. Or if you just want the $10 Amazon gift card, we can do that via email. So here's the question. I think this one's going to be gotten quickly. Okay. What is the proper name for a young hen that's under 1 year old?
All right. You're going to have to monitor the account while I put the Teespring up there.
Heirloom Permaculture comes out of the gate strong. It is a pullet. Absolutely correct. Oh, hold on. Paula Wells got pullet. Heirloom Permaculture pullet. Yeah, Heirloom Permaculture got it first. Am I right? A lot of people got it. So MB Heritage got it, but I think the very first one was Heirloom Permaculture. You concur? Yeah. So Heirloom Permaculture. So if you can go to the link, Rick's going to put that up, but the link is to our Teespring account is teespring.com/stores/the Farm. He's going to drop the link in here. Go there, look at those shirts, and then I'm going to email you when we get off. That way you can just respond to that email and let me know which one you want, size, and the design and the color. The color, the designs, and all that stuff is already in there. So just let me know which one you want. What else? Just
let me tell them about the possibility of doing something tomorrow.
okay.
So let me get this banner off.
Gray's Family Homestead. I just paid way too much for 5 pounds of peanuts. That's my point. How much did Gray's Family Homestead? How much did you pay for 5 pounds? Were they raw peanuts? How much did you pay for them?
So while Papa's communicating about how much peanuts are, so tomorrow, I'm gonna mute you again. So tomorrow, as long as I can get everything set up how I want it, I'm going to do the beginning to a live stream that has, I mean, it'll be based around our channel, seeing as though we're a farm, homesteading, country life style channel. But as Papa said in the past, I enjoy the tech side of things. So I enjoy the video editing. I enjoy the photo editing. I enjoy the marketing side of things and kind of really like diving in deep to things like thumbnails and tags and stuff like that. The stuff that influence SEO. If none of y'all know what that is, you should definitely check out other YouTube videos that are already made up about SEO. It's very important, and that's really what YouTube drives or boosts videos depending on. But the first video, the first live that I end up doing, and Papa will be present on these, but he will be the one monitoring the comments, and he'll more or less be taking a back seat. Where I take a back seat to this live, he'll take a back seat to that one. But what it'll be about, the first one, is there's a ton of software out there. And I have used the majority of it. And I have used free versions of things, and I have used paid versions of things, the very expensive stuff, and the like medium scale as far as money wise or cost wise of programs to use while doing editing of video and photos. So tomorrow I'm going to go into the 4 programs that I recommend, and if I can, I'm going to upload them on my computer and kind of show you guys screenshots of me using them. But the 4 programs that I'm going to be showing you guys, you can do videos as simplistic as you want, or the sky is the limit on these 4 as far as how much you can edit a photo. You want a blurred background. Now, there is a learning curve. This is the only thing. There's a learning curve to all 4 of these programs. There are other programs out there that you can research that it's a very, very little learning curve, but you're not going to be able to do nearly the detailed stuff that I like to do and that I enjoy putting into our thumbnails and our videos. And you'll have that. A lot of people have seen the bottom banner on a lot of our videos where it says leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring that little notification bell. I said it in our last live. There's another guy. I don't think he necessarily goes, and I don't even know the channel. You guys can probably drop it in the comments below. But he does this live channel or this live stream where he rolls this wheel, it lands on a particular person, and then he goes over their channel from top to bottom and tells them what he thinks. And that's fine. He can do that. But I want to take it a step further, and I can critique your channel. I mean, that's fine. But I'm not just going to critique your channel and then say, go do it. Go do it yourself, which you will end up doing it yourself. But there's more advice that I can give you than I can't read your logo or your thumbnails need to change. I'm not giving you any valuable information to take home with you and actually change the things that I'm negatively critiquing you on. So hopefully I can get that situated and kind of get it how I want it, and you guys might be able to get into another live tomorrow. So, did I do that right? Oh, you're muted. Did I do that right? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so if you guys want me to critique yours, Paula said, please critique mine and I will agree to an interview. So, hey.
All right, so just a few more things, and we're going to wrap this up. So, several weeks ago, we saw you saw the video where we had purchased our Brisset chicks. Well, they are fully grown out. We let them out of their coop this last weekend, and we had 3 roosters. We processed 2 of them, so now we're down to 1 Brisset rooster and 6 hens. They will become our initial core breeding stock for that breed of meat bird. And I suggested kind of putting out a competition or another kind of poll for what the rooster's name would be. And Lala wanted to name that rooster. So that rooster is Rodney the Rooster. So if you hear us talking about Rodney, well, that's who we're talking about, is Rodney, the big white Brisset rooster. So Ricky come home yesterday from work. He said Rodney ran right up to him. He is fiercely protective of his hens, and he ran right up to him and bowed up at him and came right at him and just took
he left the ground. He left the ground. I got home from work. Got home from work from a prison, and then I got attacked as soon as I got home. I figured I'd get attacked before I got home. So
and then the last thing, we're gonna close on this. So we had a poll last week of a kitten renaming. And so we got lots of comments. Spitfire Red says Catzilla. Paula Wells recommended Lucifer. Michael Harris recommended Leo. Homestead Oz. Pepper, because he was spicy. This is the mean kitten of the 4 that we got. And then Craze Family Homestead said Scruffy. Well, in the poll, we also put in there his original name, which was Butt Nugget, and that won with 70% of the vote. So there will be no recount. Butt Nugget is the name. So that will be the 4th kitten name, Butt Nugget, and it will live in infamy.
Getting it done north of 7. Did you mention the program you use? No, I did not. I will tell you that just because I use these programs does not mean that a lot of the things, again, I touched on this already, but you can use other programs to do the same exact thing that I do with Photoshop and Premiere Pro and After Effects. But I'm not doing any type of tutorials on After Effects because I need you beside me in order to show you how to use After Effects. It's very complicated.
All right, so I think that's about it for tonight. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully, you enjoyed it as well. So what was that? Whiskey and Sunshine Off-Grid. Yes, Butt Nugget won. Yeah, Butt Nugget won. That was my favorite. I'm not sure who named Butt Nugget. I think it was my granddaughter. And he's got lots and lots of attitude. So this was fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Next week, make sure you tune in. We're going to have Gail's Southern Living on here for next week, and Crazed Family Homestead after that. Make sure you send me an email if you'd like to be on here. I'd love to have you on here, but right now we're only booked up for the next 2 weeks. So shoot me an email if you'd like to be on here. Again, I want all channels, all sizes to come in here, but the ones that are in this get to know them segment, I'm limiting that to just 1,000 for right now. So thank you to our moderators tonight. I really, really appreciate it.
Very much.
Been gigantic help for us. Southern Boy Prep says, "Oh no, don't go." We have to. What's that? No, now it's time to say goodbye. Like some. All right, we're gonna run. Good. Good night, folks. Happy Wednesday.
Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up.
It's all downhill to the weekend, friends. Yeah. Take care. Good night.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. What?
Make sure you guys treat others as you would like to be treated.
Oh, that's right. I forgot my tagline. Treat others as you would like to be treated. So it's all downhill the weekends. Have fun, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.